If you've ever been in a relationship for longer than a year, you might have experienced a bit of bedroom boredom. As we get more cozy and comfortable with each other, we also tend to settle into a certain routine in bed together. And that routine might be amazing, sensual, and very pleasurable. But after a while, it just has to get boring. Spicing things up is actually much easier than most people think, even if you've been together for many years. Would you like to know more? Stay till the end for all the sexy details and ideas. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And today I'm sharing with you all the most fun, playful, sexy and hot ways to spice up your sex life together. The first place to start is always you and your partner. It's very likely that both of you already have certain ideas, needs and desires that you haven't shared with each other. So having an open, non-judgmental conversation about what you'd like to try together or how you would like to change things in the bedroom will be a wonderful thing to do. You'll need to discuss which of these ideas both of you are willing to try and how that should best happen. But don't make that a boring and dry conversation. It should be fun, playful, maybe vulnerable, and always full of curiosity and openness to each other. Sharing fantasies with each other is usually a tricky thing to do, even with a partner that you unconditionally love and trust. But it's really worth it. So gather your courage and share the most sexy parts of your brain with each other. Sometimes just talking about these things is enough. Not all fantasies need to be played out, but in other times, this might be a wonderful inspiration for your sexy explorations together. If talking about your sex life is a bit too tricky, make a list instead. Prepare 2 pieces of paper and 2 pens, sit down together and ask your partner to write down everything that they'd like to do with you, while you're doing the same thing. After you've made your list, swap your pieces of paper and read through your partner's ideas. Next, both of you should circle each activity that you're willing to play with. All these circled activities are a wonderful start to explore together, since both of you want to play with them. And these can be both very simple things, like adding one sex position to your bedroom repertoire, or looking each other in the eye during penetrative sex, or slowing down during foreplay, etc. And also more spicy ones like trying a roleplay, doing a striptease for each other, etc. Another simple way to experiment together is to try different sex positions. You can research online for the kind of positions that you're both willing to try, or purchase a Kama Sutra book to browse through ideas for inspiration. I particularly like to open the book on a random page and see what I can do with it. A lot of couples these days learn about Tantra and tantric sex in order to bring its beautiful rituals and practices into their bedroom. In fact, Tantra is becoming the new yoga. Once taboo and mysterious, now more and more common and accepted. And there are many different tantric workshops and events offered all over the world, which are a great way to start. Or you might enroll in my hugely popular online course, Tantric Sex for Couples, if you prefer to learn at home. This program is a fantastic journey for any couple who would like to bring much more fun, pleasure, playfulness, and passion into their sex life together. And this week, since it's Easter, the entire program is on special, so make sure to grab the discount code from the description bar below. When was the last time you went shopping for sex accessories? Either alone or with your partner. Many people feel awkward or embarrassed about going to a sex shop. But there's nothing wrong with it. I've been to countless adult shops in my life, and it's always a fun experience. It's like a playground for adults, and the people working there are always so kind and helpful. But if you'd rather not go in person, there's always the online world, and you can order online anything you like. I encourage you to particularly explore the toys for couples and also different types of lube. If you're a novice in the area of sex shopping, just browse, read the descriptions, and order whatever intrigues you most. And over time, you can keep adding to your naughty drawer collection if you like. Another fun way to play is to have sex in new places. And that can be places around your home, like kitchen, living room, bathroom, or your backyard, or new places outside of your home, like a public restroom, outdoors in nature, etc. Just remember that in most places, public sex is illegal, so be careful to not get caught by anyone. Using porn can be problematic for some people, but as long as you're using it responsibly, it can be a wonderful and fun addition to your sex life together. Many couples watch porn together in order to create more excitement for each other, or to look for new ideas to play with together. So if that idea seems like fun, do some research online and look for videos that both of you will enjoy. Many people find the idea of kink or BDSM scary or confusing, but kink is simply any form of sexual expression that falls outside of what is considered normal, standard, or vanilla kind of sex. So dancing and stripping for each other, spanking your partner, or playing with sexy accessories and outfits are all different kinds of kink. In fact, huge majority of people are kinky, so it really isn't some kind of minority or marginal sexual behavior. The key here is that anything that happens always needs to be fully consensual. So if your partner spanks you in a way that you don't enjoy, or requires you to have with them some kind of sexual act that you don't want in the name of spicing things up, don't buy into it. Kink is never ever about suffering or about putting up with something that you don't like. And if you're not sure if you'll enjoy something, do a trial and test it. So for example, if your partner wants to spank you, ask them to do it very gently at first and then do it a little bit harder for you to test how far you can go and still enjoy it. And to find that edge between sexy and enjoyable and too strong and unpleasant. This kind of exploration might bring you to a realization that you love spanking as long as it's not too hard, or that you never want to do it again. And both responses are fine. So here are some ideas that you might like to explore. Roleplay and dress-ups. For example, playing a naughty student and a professor, or a doctor and a naughty nurse, etc. Also remember that either one of you can be the naughty student or the naughty nurse, etc. Sensation play. Introducing a variety of sensations and maybe even pain to your bedroom. This can look like being stroked with a hairbrush, with a feather, with different kind of fabrics, or with whips, floggers, etc. Again, making sure that you're never hurting your partner beyond the point that they're comfortable with and excited by. Visit sex dungeons, sex parties, and other places where adults go to play. You might need to research what's on offer in your area and what looks intriguing enough for both of you. And finally, if you're up for it, you can discuss opening up your relationship. It doesn't work for many couples, but some people can find it really amazing for their intimacy and connection. And this can look like having an occasional threesomes, going to swingers parties, or welcoming a full-time third partner into your relationship, etc. There are many different ways to open up a relationship, but both of you need to make sure that you're on the same page about it. This is a tricky and complex process that I will describe in much more detail next week. But when executed well, this can be a true life changer for the couple. I hope that you found these ideas intriguing, exciting, and that you're going to play with some or all of them. And make sure to check out my online course, Tantric Sex for Couples, if you're curious about the ancient tools and techniques of tantric lovers. I absolutely stand by Tantra because it completely changed my life and my relationships. And I hope that you can do the same for you. So make sure to grab the link and the special discount code from the description bar below, and I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and if you enjoy my content, please consider buying me a coffee through my Patreon account. Please also leave me a like and a comment below so that we can have a little chat, you and I. And I look forward to seeing you next week on this channel, and if you're following my vlog channel, then I'll see you there even sooner.